Hi guys, thanks for viewing, and what you're going to see here hopefully is a completely DIY attempt, but not a dodgy DIY. Hopefully we've taken all the research and we're going to take you through how we do it. By the way, my name is Dean and I'll introduce you in a moment to my wife Linda, who will be helping me on this project, and we've decided to take on this project of doing it ourselves because we've had a little bit of DIY experience, but we want to we have to save money on doing this. We wouldn't be able to afford to do the get builders and stuff to come in and do it the driveway, so we're saving thousands of pounds by doing it ourselves with a little bit of confidence and a little bit of YouTubing. Here we are. So hopefully we're going to take you through step by step what we're doing, so you at home can have a go and have the confidence to do it yourselves as well. Okay, thank you.
So we were going to have a brand new wall in place, so the old existing wall had to be broken down and removed. And so here you can see, obviously after I've taken the wall out, and I kind of put all the old blocks together on one side. Obviously we couldn't do it after the paving was in, because the actual wall was going to be slightly differently located. So yeah, here you can see me just doing a kind of a view of the existing area with all the cracks and the breaks in the actual in the kind of concrete, as you can see there, and piling up all of the good bricks, probably for the back of the garden.
Okay, so you can see the site, as you say. This is it's all prepped up, bricks are out the way, diggers are going to come in tomorrow, and well, we'll see what that looks like. We'll start breaking it up. Okay, so here is the driveway as it is at the moment, kind of cleared out already. It's around about 70 square meters. So if you're going to be watching this, maybe hopefully we do it okay and get some confidence to have a go yourselves, to do your own one. If you're curious to know, of course, what the area is, then just some basic applied maths is working it out. As you can see here, just protecting the windows. Tomorrow we've got the digger coming in to break up the concrete and get that removed, and then digging out the soil in preparation for a subbase. If you've never driven a digger before, well, neither have I. And we are moving the water at the highest point to run out of the property, and these days I believe you need to be responsible for the water drainage, so there will be an echo drain on either side, and of course then a soak away. We'll have two here, one on this side and one on the other side. Okay, so very importantly, before you start, measure the height, okay, of your wall as it is now. Make a mark or take some measurements from one side, so you've got the fall. If you're happy with the fall and it works, that's perfect, and we're happy with that. So on this side, and of course also on the other side here as well, we made our measurements from the pier obviously down to the ground level, and alternatively on the other side too, and just put those on. Obviously keep those notes safe on a piece of paper somewhere. As you can see here, we have like a bedded area, so our damp course is one brick below, which isn't ideal, but as you can see here and in front of the bay window, it will be the same. Trust me, there's a lot of garbage and soil in the way, but that's one below. But because there's going to be, if you want a French drain or a shingle or soil, you're okay with that. Otherwise it would have been having the fall of the property going back the other way towards the house, and you know that's not going to be good, certainly if you've got an alternative or options, which we do have. And then we have, of course, the side here, going down the side there. You've got options for that. Okay. There will be a brick wall going in here. I have already scored the line here as well, because on some driveway builds that we've seen, the line is not straight, and you've got a lovely beautiful driveway, whatever they've done, and then they bashed up the sidewalk, America, the pavement here, and it always looks a little bit naff, and they kind of like just splodged some cement and bombed it up the best they can. So I can see already here that's crumbled, so it is what it is. You do what you can, but I'm preempting the fact that it will break off when I get the breaker and dig it out. So I'm doing what I can to protect that, and the same goes on the other side. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a line there that I've used an angle grinder to slice through.
Hi, I'm Linda, and so we have a tarmac drive with concrete, and we're going to have to break it up, and we want to turn it from concrete tarmac with lots of cracks in it into a block paving driveway that hopefully looks beautiful. So to do that, we've hired this digger with a pecker on it, and it's going to break up the whole lot, hopefully in a full day, and then we can pile it all up tomorrow for our grab van. That's our plan. So we hired it for, I think it was about $250 plus VAT, that kind of thing, for the week. From our local firm, Rabbit and Dowling. So and they've been really helpful in training us how to use it.
It's like an arcade joysticks. It's not too complicated actually. I can always take you through that, but just having the confidence to get up there and have a go. Linda's never driven one of these before, so you're gonna have a bit of fun in it in a minute, aren't you?
Yeah, I love it.
Hi guys, okay, so I thought I'd let you know just about an hour in or so, and just letting you know if there's any warts and all. Not saying we know everything about it, so just saying at the moment, breaking away with a pecker over here, it's taking a bit of time, and I know that the bucket might be a quicker alternative to scoop and break under. So currently at the moment, you know, we were just having a little bit of resistance and still just trying to work out our levels. So, and it will take you a bit of time, but you know, you take your time, you've got to take your time, you don't want to be smashing anything up. So I'm going to go over the other side now and actually try and start off pecking away about a foot from your neighbour or your brick wall, okay? And then that way you won't put too much pressure on it, and we'll see how that goes, okay?
Good, done it. Okay, so we had a few problems with the digger. The engineers have had to come out for a couple of things. But anyway, we're up and running. We've been going for a good hour and a bit. We managed to break up around the edges, mostly. So we've realised that there's some footings here that are going to cause us problems. So we're just going to get a big angle grinder to remove that bit there, so that we can get our edging blocks in there.
Yeah.
With the mortar. We've cut around the garage. The breaker kind of knocked it from side to side quite a lot to break it up.
Yeah, it's good to just be steady.
Very careful.
You know, because they're very powerful machines, and they can actually, you know, dig up a good amount, and you know, you can manoeuvre the pecker, that part there, to break up even more so. So, all right, so that's where we're up to. As you can see, what's that? an hour and a half or a couple of hours max, wasn't it really? So, but you know, gently does it, and that's what we got. So on we go. Okay, so end of day one, we've managed to do break up anyhow all down the side, which is a very precarious job. Take your time, and I've been, well, you know, it looks like a devastating sight here, but it took me a long time, I've got to be honest, trying to work out how to put the buckets on and to change them over, and that's delayed me a fair amount. The actual bucket was doing a great job. You can see here some massive chunks of concrete just been ripped up with a bucket, but I need to put the pecker or this obviously back into it because they're too large, so it's been taking me about an hour, so I've had enough of the day. Alright, but other than that, so far the house is still in one piece. So, welcome to day two, beginning of the day here. Well, would have liked to got an earlier start, but you know, it's just before 9 o'clock. Here we are. So day one, we just completely devastated down the alleyway, and as you can see here, all of it all crumbled up. Trying to work out the pecker, taking the pecker off and putting the buckets on was a real ball ache. Yeah, they say check out YouTube. There's nothing on YouTube that actually shows you how to physically do it. But anyway, a little bit of common sense, and eventually got to do it. But I lost at least a couple of hours yesterday before it got too late. Anyway, on with that. But it is complicated to put it on. Maybe I'll make a, you know, everyone is slightly different, but it might be worth actually taking a bit of time to work out how to do that, or even record the guys. Just say, right, put it on for me, mate, and record them as they're doing it, because when you try to do it yourself, it all goes out the window. Right, so over the back here, I've got this pretty much 3/4 of the flat driveway to pecker up today. I'm up to speed now with this machine. I'm using it to actually pecker in and push away. Okay, so in other words, using the arms to break the concrete and flick it away, so it moves away easier and quicker, really. The idea is to get out on the other side of the driveway, so everything's all peckered up and broken up, change the bucket up, and then try and scoop it up into 2 mounds for the grab guy to come and pick it up. So see how we do. Okay, so I'm in my groove now. Just to show you, obviously all the outside's always going to be awkward because you've got restraints of the house, you don't want to bash into that, walls, and just plucking away from the, you know, the outskirts. When you've got a nice area and you can just go for it, this is nice. So hopefully this is, I push it in and then flick it out, really. That's the way to do it. Don't really need goggles on. Here we go. Give it a bit of throttle as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it, and it seems to be coming up all nicely. And then a bit later on we'll see how we do about making this absolute mess into 2 mounds or even 1 mound, and how we're going to work out how to get all of the concrete from down the alleyways. So should be intriguing for me. But okay, so we peck it up, changed over onto the bucket, and now, as Linda will probably pan around and show you, all ready to use the bucket to scoop it up. Not sure really where I'm meant to start on this one here. It's like, well, what now? So the idea is to try and scoop it all up so the grab guy can get it, but I've got to get down the alleyway as well. So at the moment there is no plan. Ideally we can scoop it all up here and then go into the other driveway outlet and then scoop it all back there a little bit. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, just hopefully it all scoop into a good old pile. Here we go, we've got Linda working hard. So what are we up to here? Just
clearing around the edges so it's easy to get at with the bucket.
So don't want to scrape those walls really, but probably been with the bucket on for about an hour, and you can obviously see now a bit of a pathway, and that should be perfect for the grab guy to pick up. Okay, so idea I think here would be to just drive through here and scoot this lot into an area and then access so I can go down the side. That's my hope. Alright, so got time on our hands, saving money, happy days, and the sun's shining. Ooh la la. Right, okay, end of day 2. Been a long one today, but it's been a good one, successful. I'll show you in a minute. Managed to get all of the hardcore and concrete by hand, myself and Linda, and wheelbarrowed out by hand and tipped on here. And I'm just going to finish off getting all the crusts away from the wall, throw them in the middle.
It's just started to rain.
yeah, quite heavy, but it's a hot one, so it's okay. Yeah, and then rake it all up, and then the guy's going to grab it about midday tomorrow. So actually, we can have a little mini rest and think about what we're going to do next, really. So yeah, this will all be gone. Good job. Okay, the guy's just gone. Grab Ryan, fantastic. And look, awesome. Just well, all that area has just disappeared. Of course, got those blocks there. But so that's 18 tons removed, but we've still got this kind of area here to do. So yeah, plenty of it gone, but still, I guess now I've got to start scraping back and doing the stuff. Just remove all of the mud now. So yeah, not really got much done today, just other than organising the levels just for this part here. Pretty much knackered from yesterday actually, all of the extra manual digging we had to do by hand down the alleyway is a real sod. So as you can see in the background here, I think the plan here for today would be to bring all of that, and of course just to dump it over there for starters, and that'll probably do me for the day. Bit one of those the day after the Lord's Mayor show, you know, cream crackered. Okay, so the end of day 3. As you can see, well, this is one side. Just kind of all the hardcore has been transferred over to the other side, and then just out of viewpoint there, I can't see there, we have kind of like a level down for the sub bay for the MOT, but here it's still going to be getting loads and loads of soil up and out. All of this lot here has to go down, but we're working in a bit of a slushy mud infested thing, so it's going to make things interesting and a bit slippery and a bit yucky. Bring it on.